All right, remember to introduce your group before you start any of your points.
Hello, we are the citizens of freedom, and we think that we should be able to keep smoking in public places, and these are the reasons why.
So we should have freedom to make our own choices, because if you would want to smoke, it would be your choice. People could smoke if they wanted to in public places, and other people can make their own little private rules not to smoke in public places. We need our rights. We were given the right to be able to smoke in public places. The government is to protect our rights. It cannot take them away. A lot of people are tobacco farmers. If you make this bill a lot of people would lose their jobs and homes. They might also go to debt prison. So if this becomes a law, it would not be the common good. If you are sitting nearby someone who is smoking, you can just move away or ask them to stop. Or you could just not go to public places or go to ones that don't allow smoking. Also, if you vote for this law, we will vote you out of the office. We will protest in the street, and everything will be crazy. You won't be in your job anymore, and we'll vote for someone who actually looks at, does, and uses the common good. Their health is their decision. If you want to smoke, you can smoke. You decide, but try to vote for us.
This would take your choices away so that you don't have certain rights, and it would be taking away your liberty, and we should have the freedom to make laws about smoking, and have jobs, keep your money and family. Otherwise, this would cost people a lot of money, and it wouldn't be fair to them.
If you take away the freedom to smoke, then that means that people will lose their jobs.
This would also take away some of the people who have tobacco stocks in our community, because they would lose a bunch of money and it would not be fair to them. And people who smoke would have freedom, and that should not be taken, even though it's unhealthy. It's their decision to smoke. So I think if people did it, other people could decide to maybe stay away from them or ask, hey, can you please stop smoking? And if they say, oh, I'm sorry, maybe they could move away from that public place and maybe try to come back some other time if they were trying to do something there. Do you guys have anything else to say? Okay, that's it.
So, what I heard was that they can just leave the public place and not go to that public place. So they're taking away their liberty to go somewhere where they want to. Where people who don't smoke, when someone smokes, it's like they're taking away the other. You guys said that it would take the other person's, just won't want them to go to a public. They shouldn't go to a public place that smokes and just not go there anymore. Or if that person likes going there, and the people just start smoking, that's taking away their liberty.
Yeah, but if they started smoking, I guess they would have to either, they would probably, if they asked, most likely they would say yeah, but to stop smoking. But if they didn't, then you could just have to maybe hold your nose and breathe. You would have to do something if you really needed to go there and it was important. You would have to just go there, but you would have to understand that, hey, these people are smoking, I can't stop them, and just deal with it.
You said that it was also, there are certain public places that don't allow smoking.
So that what? Finish yourself. There's other places that don't allow smoking, so that means what?
So you can just go to those ones.
Okay.
So So you said that it was like the people's decision, like when they're smoking, it's their decision. But the people who have to breathe it in, like even if they try and like make them stop or something, and like what if they really need something from that place, then it's not their decision. Like they didn't decide to smoke, and so but they have to deal with other people having to smoke. So pretty much. So.
Well,
It would
they
just be a short period of time if there's just one thing.
You gotta be louder, kiddos, I gotta be able to hear you.
or there's probably a place. There's probably another store that there's probably at least one store that they can go to. It might be a far drive, but that they can go to that will not allow smoking.
If you really
If
don't want to,
If you really don't
Breathe in
care
that
about
smoke.
breathing, if you really don't want to breathe in the smoke because
you
you've been
can just
breathing.
take the longer drive.
Yeah. And personally, the drive would not be that much. If you wanted to protect your lungs, it's not really a big deal.
Or you could, if you know somebody who smokes, you could probably just ask them to go get it from you.
Yeah, you could even ask someone else who was smoking, hey, could you grab this for me? Or, hey, could you grab this for me and buy it? I'll pay you back or something like that.
Okay, so so when people get somewhere else to smoke, imagine a food store. If someone smokes there, it's getting the food all like smoky, and like when people go to that store to get food to eat and bring it back to their house, and it has smoke in it just because people smoke. That would affect people, wouldn't it?
But I think it's okay because is it really going to change the taste that much? Just a little bit of smoke on some food, would it really change the taste of the food that much? It's not like it just went inside the food and just expanded.
It wouldn't change the taste of the food. It would be that they inhaled it and now it's in their system. It would pollute their lungs if they eat food that was polluted. So when you said that if you didn't choose your way, you said that you would be like protesting in the street. Like, what do you mean? Like, if you think that your decision is always the right one, like that we can't choose anybody else or else.
If you didn't know it would not be the common good, and we can just vote you out of the office.
But then when the other side, don't the other side think that they're the common good too?
True. But most of those people are smoking.
Most of the people where you are going to want smoking in public places. It's the common good for those people.
And those people who are smoking, they're probably going to protest because they've had this freedom for a long time, and it's practically a right now, and you're just taking that away from them, like it wasn't even there.
Government is supposed to protect rights, not take them away.
Ask a question if you have one, unless you want to answer that.
If you guys would do like a riot or a protest against the law, if we passed it, that would take away smoking in public places, how would that still be showing civic virtue?
Well, it would not be most of the people who were smoking. It would be most of the people who were smoking, because they wouldn't want to show civic virtue because you just took away one of their rights that they had. So that if that's not showing civic virtue either. So if you're not going to show civic virtue, they're not going to show it to you either.
Either way, when if you like make either decision, it's not going to be showing civic virtue to the other people. Like if we choose your way, then we're not showing civic virtue to those people.
Yeah, if you make it a riot.
Well, almost every single way. It's not always gonna be civic virtue, but it's gonna have to be a decision. And there are probably, if it is made or if it's not made, there's going to be protests about the decision. And if that smoker one, there's so many people who smoke there's going to be a bigger riot than if you said it was not a law.
So I have two things. So
That's kind of the last thing, okay? I mean, say
you're making a riot, so that's kind of like, that's not really threatening, but like it's making it so that you're making people stay in their homes because there's a mad riot outside protesting.
That's not promoting the common good.
Yeah. And you guys said that you were the common good of smoking,
Mhm.
and you were going to protest.
That's not.
But they think, the smokers, they think you're not promoting the common good by taking away their law. And by doing this, how are the other the people who smoke, you're not showing common good to them. And if they want to protest about this, because if they don't, you're probably not going to take back the law, and you're probably not going to see, hey, these people really don't want this law to happen. Maybe we should have second thoughts about it.
Do you guys have anything more to say before I cut you off? Okay. And that's all the time we have for this group. We have the last group that needs to go up.